Hello and good afternoon. Let's waste no time. I'm sure you're all curious about the extent of today's topic. As we all know, the coronavirus has changed the way many of us work and experience life. There have been many impactful changes, like the health of our family or the mandate to work from home. Since we have transitioned to a more digital-centric and hybrid workspace post-COVID, we cannot help but notice a significant 78% decrease in productivity. On the surface, we understand that the addition of an automated tracking system has put unreasonable expectations on this team. It has also been brought to our attention that our payroll structure has been skewed in a way which undermines our most senior and valuable employees. I have analyzed the situation, and I'm prepared to outline the preferred solutions to mediate the issues which are causing this detrimental stagnation. Let's look at the root of this productivity slump. From my understanding, we are facing two primary issues. First, we have implemented an inhuman system which uses algorithms to unjustly set quotas higher after each goal is met. The second factor is that junior analysts have been onboarded at a wage which is competitive for the senior analysis. Rightfully so, this leaves our seniors feeling demotivated and undervalued for the hard work they do. If we could first address the issues of the individual. Within equity theory, it is commonly understood that a fair balance between wage, seniority, and complexity among employees is what drives an individual's motivation to strive for growth. When we start comparing these factors and notice that two individuals are getting paid the same, yet one individual has been here for longer, does more work, and the work they're doing is inherently more complicated, it is unequal. It should come as no surprise that their output is dropping and there is a massive inequity in their financial compensation, because there is. Since it is known that we value our employees, we will not be lowering our wage. The only reasonable way for us to address this feeling of inequity is to lower their work output to match what she perceives her salary now demands. Secondly, to address the issue of the team's overall productivity, we must understand that in organizational behavior, we would generally argue that motivation is somewhat of a calculation. Individuals will only put effort in towards tasks that they believe will lead to an increase in performance, and in turn, a reward for their performance. This is called expectational theory. From that understanding, the implementation of a system which sets impossible performance goals directly destroys the motivation of employees. The increase in KPI quotas has given our team the impression that regardless of the effort that they put in, they cannot reach their performance goals and thus cannot reasonably expect an increase in compensation. The probability of success is dropping further. In turn, the motivation of our employees and ultimately the productivity of the workplace has dropped to a staggering 22%. Both issues require immediate resolutions. To address the wage discrepancy issue, I will be personally facilitating a conversation between the impacted employees to work through an altered compensation structure, which will leave both individuals satisfied. While a spontaneous salary raise may not be approved, we plan to look at all of the aspects of this dispute to find a resolution to this obvious inequity. My personal recommendation involves looking into what Apex Logistics can do to improve the self-actualization, security, and psychological needs of this employee on a deeper level. This employee is feeling undervalued within their position. The increasingly difficult performance indicators can lead to a feeling of job insecurity, and all these have an impact on the psychological state of the person. To address the group's motivation issues, which seemingly stem from harsh expectations generated with no oversight, we plan to alter the structure to ensure the algorithm prioritizes goals which have the highest impact on performance reviews. As new projects begin and tasks are administered, we will implement a daily check at shift start for all team managers to review the goals and orientation of their department strategy. We believe that by ensuring our team remains on the same page, we can actively see their time positively impacting the organization. They will regain their motivation and repair their attitude towards self-growth. As we implement and track these new changes, we will be actively working with every member of Apex Logistics for input and concerns. We encourage everybody to look at the change with a fresh perspective and I look forward to working together as a team toward the changes which will be implemented this week. Thank you all for listening very much, and I hope we can come to a resolution.